Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Ninja Knight. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. So, a new report that came out today says that Darth Maul will reportedly appear in multiple Disney Plus Star Wars series. Um, I don't know what the idea is behind this. We've seen Darth Maul's journey. For anyone who has watched the movies, they've seen Darth Maul's journey literally start and end in Phantom Menace, and after that, then there's been no mention of him to general fans. So, I mean, when you're thinking about fans that might be in their 40s, 50s plus that don't keep up with the cartoons or anything, this is going to come as pretty much a surprise for them when this guy turns back up. So, I don't think Disney has played this well in that they haven't made required reading for this in what they've done in the past with the solo Star Wars story, which didn't do too well, and the recasting Harrison Ford for me was probably a massive misstep. And then it appeared to me that they shoehorned Dart. Excuse the pun there as well. They were shoehorned because he has horns, obviously. They shoehorned Darth Maul into the project, and I think late, so that would have some sort of presence from a known character that people would. I think that they hoped people would hear about and they would want to go and see the movie and see what he was all about. So for anyone who doesn't know, Darth Maul in the Clone Wars animated series, so the second one, not the first, and the Genndy Tartakovsky ones, I think are much better than the sequel ones that came with the CGI animaquettes. Personally, that would be my opinion. So Darth Maul returned in that with a half metal body, and he had spider legs and had gone pretty demented, and he had to be brought back home to Datomir for them to perform a ceremony on him to gain his mental stability back. So that's kind of where we left off with him in the Clone Wars. And in season 7, I thought he was treated very, very poorly, and I'll do another video on that. But he then goes on to be in Star Wars Rebels, and he's treated well in the beginning, and in the end, it's just for me, it's a wasted opportunity what happened in Rebels. Anyway, we'll move on. So Disney Plus seems to be the new home for Star Wars, and it may soon feature an iconic villain from the universe. According to the Direct, Darth Maul will appear in multiple live-action TV Disney Plus series. Their source claims that in the coming years, Maul will pop up in several shows, including a live-action series focused on the character. Okay, well, I mean, that's what they should have done from the get-go. I think they should have just had a live-action show based on Darth Maul rather than intertwine them into the Clone Wars animated series and then into Rebels. Additionally, Kira, played by Emilia Clarke, is expected to feature prominently. Like, why? I mean, this is why Kathleen Kennedy's clearly still hanging around. I mean, when you look at the trajectory of the last couple of movies out with Kathleen Kennedy's reign, she's had Rey, a brunette female. She's had Juno, a brunette female, and Kira, a brunette female, who are all white. That's projection. That's what Kathleen Kennedy is. She's a brunette female that's white. So you're seeing a very big correlation between these three characters, and the fact that she wants to bring Kira back into play again is she wasn't. I thought the solo movie was absolutely awful. I'm going to be straight. I thought it was really poor. I thought the performances in it were weird. I thought that Darth Maul being shoved in at the end was very disappointing because canonically you would have hoped that he would have left him alone, but they shoved him in there so that they could make Solo somewhat canonical. So I'm hoping with the latest rumours of George Lucas returning that he might actually wipe the slate clean with this. And I'm fearing that Disney have made such a mess of this whole thing that it's going to take George to really go back to the past and kind of wipe out as much as possible. I really hope that he doesn't. I hope, like, for me at the moment, canon is episode 1, it's episode 2, it's the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars, it's episode 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's really it. And the Mandalorian season 1 at the moment is part of that canon. But again, if season 2 goes woke, or if it has any sort of messing about, and I fear it will be, with including Ahsoka, that's gone for me too. So I mean, it would really be kept down to bare minimum. So, in addition to his own show, Maul will reportedly make his way onto other Star Wars TV series. The most likely place for him is the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series starring Ewan McGregor, which Kathleen Kennedy has lied about that they had scripts locked in. Recently, we've heard that scripts had to be readjusted, have to be rewritten. So, I can't understand how that's not getting off the ground, and they've struggled with it. And I know, when you're looking at the person who is running it, straight white male, it's easy to see what's happening. I mean, they're pushing forward the Lando Calrissian show that no one asked for. They're pushing forward now the Cassian Andor show that no one asked for. So those are two ones that they're pushing on. They're also pushing on then a female-centric TV series done by former Harvey Weinstein personal assistant Leslie Headland. So it's very easy to see that what's being kept out. And I mean, why would we want to see an Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series now when we realise, having watched the movies, that Obi-Wan Kenobi exiling himself to just watch over a child who ends up quitting the Jedi and just goes and lives basically in a hole? Like, what's the importance now of Obi-Wan Kenobi? And that's the problem with the Disney trilogy. It single-handedly ruined multiple characters and multiple arcs that George Lucas worked so hard to create. So what's the point? What's the point in revisiting these things? What's the point in looking back at Darth Maul now? I mean, I hope Ray Park gets to work, and it's great to see him, and he's very, very into it as a fan. But what's the point now when you know the end result is those three terrible movies? It's possible he could appear in a flashback or vision similar to how Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker is rumoured to do so, or depending on whether the series will adapt scenes from previous Star Wars projects, maybe fans will see a live-action version of Maul and Obi-Wan's face-off from Rebels. That in itself is a joke. I mean, 2 or 3 moves and then it was over. I know they're trying to show Obi-Wan as some sort of great swordsman, but then, you know, it's ruined then when you're saying that he can face off against Vader and Vader overpowers him as a better swordsman, yet in Rebels you're having Ahsoka be able to face off against Darth Vader. It's nonsense. It's pure ridiculousness. Lastly, while casting has not been confirmed, it seems likely Ray Parker will return to play the iconic character with Sam Witwer. Nice error there, lads. You can clearly tell that you ain't fans. Witwer providing the voice. Parker and Witwer most recently played Maul in Star Wars The Clone Wars, and so it would make sense for them to return. I'm not excited by this, and I'm certainly not excited by this Donald Glover rumour to return as Lando Calrissian in his own series. I don't know why that's happening. It's baffling stuff to me. But yeah, it seems Disney want to die on that hill. Lucasfilm want to die on the hill rather than moving Kathleen Kennedy and these weirdo projects on. To me, what they should have done at the start, really, when they got the rights to this, is Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, Darth Vader post Order 66 series, and if you wanted to weave Maul back in, weave him back in a live action TV series so that he can face off against Kenobi. But they've ultimately wrecked it now by having him hang around in Rebels and then in Clone Wars. Bad move. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thanks for liking this video. Thanks for sharing this video. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate that, and I'll talk to you later.